Shohei, for you to have that moment, the walk-off home run, to come back from being down 5-0 in this game, just what did it mean to pull that one out and get the win?
逆転勝利できたことで、決勝弾を打ててどう思いますか？
本当にブルペンの素晴らしい粘りと、マックスのマンシーの粘り強いいい場面でのヒット、それが最後いい形で勝ちにつながったかなと思います。
I think the bullpen did a fantastic job bringing us back into the game. Max Muncy's timely hit and all the guys really contributing to that.
That walk-off though, that home run, what did you see in that at-bat that allowed you to get that swing?
最後の打席、どうやって対策立ってたんですか？
特に甘い球を打ちたいなと思ってたんですけど、はい、観客の後ろの方からボブルヘッドデーなんだからホームラン打てよみたいな言われたので、打ててよかったなと思います。
You know, just looking for a really good pitch to hit, but one of the fans was telling me, it's your bobblehead night, so you better get a hit. So I'm glad I was able to do that.
It's a bobblehead night, it's a special one, but to see all these fans here in support of you, what do these moments mean to you?
同じファンが来てボブルヘッドナイトで大谷選手にとってはどういう意味ですか？
これだけ多くのファンの人が集まってもらって、素晴らしいゲームを見てもらって、選手冥利に尽きるなと思います。
I'm just ecstatic that the fans got to see this really good game today and was able to perform in front of these fans tonight.
You guys are now at 8-0 on this season, a terrific start to the year. What does it say about this group and how you guys have maintained your focus from last season?
8勝0敗でスタートしてますけども、この今の仲間たち、チームの雰囲気っていうのはどういう感じですか？
本当に先に点を取られてもブルペンが踏ん張ってくれる、打線が取り返してくれる、またその逆で、点を取って、逆に打てなかったとしても、先発ピッチャーブルペンがしっかりと試合を続けてくれるっていう、そういう信頼関係があるのかなと思ってます。
I think really good, overall ways of winning. Even though we may give up some runs, like we find a way to come back and win. And when we're winning these games or we're scoring early, I think our pitching staff does an amazing job keeping the win.
I sure did tonight. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
See, fans, Shohei listens to the people. He just needed a fan to say, hey, Shohei, can you get a hit? We need a hit right here. But, Jerry, what an incredible comeback for this team that is already this year showing so many signs of what they did a season ago with the ability to come back, even if they're down 5 runs. I mean, we all remember being down 5-0 to the Yankees in Game 5. But tonight, though, it was after an inning and a half. And a lot of us thought, okay, they were due for a clunker. They were 7-0. And they did so many things wrong in this game, yes, and yet they still found a way to come back.
You learned from last year. A lot of guys are on this team from last year's team, and they understand, not every night you play 162 games. There's going to be nights where you just don't have your best stuff. But if we continue to fight like the bullpen fought for us, kept us at bay, allowed this offense to get back in the game, and then eventually walk them off.
This is a beautiful game. I mean, it really is. I mean, when we always talk about, game when you're playing every single day, it like resembles life, because I tell you, there are times when life just knocks you down and you feel awful, but that you still have to keep your head up because you're going to get another opportunity. Max Muncy has a couple of errors. The Braves go up 5-0. The runs on Snell are all unearned, right? I'm telling you, I've been there. You feel awful, and you're just going, man, I got to find a way to try to atone somehow, try to help the team. And then in his last at-bat, the clutch hit to knock in a couple runs to tie the game. I mean, wow, what a big at-bat. This game is unbelievable. You have to stay even keeled as best you can and trust that your moment will come and that you can still come through. That was huge.
And that's the thing, trust that your moment will come. You can't get negative. You got to be even more positive when things don't go your way or you have a couple hiccups. Max Muncy stayed positive. He had that torpedo bat, threw the torpedo bat away, ditched it, and went back to his regular bat. Got something he can handle. 2-run double.
You know why? Because it ain't the bat.
That's right.
That's right. It's the person.
And he proved that once again with that at bat, driving in the tying double at that point. But a perfect way to end what was a perfect homestand and a perfect way for the Dodgers to set a new major league record for consecutive wins as a defending World Series champion to start a season, passing the 1933 Yankees. The Dodgers 8-0 after Shohei's walk-off blast. Let's head upstairs, check in with the guys who called this one, Joe Davis and Oral Hershiser.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's incredible. And you know what? The 8-0 start, and they've been doing it all late. They have not just been blowouts. These have been exciting games right to the end. They finally out-hit somebody, and the 9th hit that hits the Braves is the big one, and it's on his bobblehead night. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. It's like,
well, he can take your breath away, right? I mean, it's not just how good a player he is. It's not the overall stats. It's the moments. He creates moments.
And the very first pitch, like not even waiting around, going up there and just whap against one of the best closers in the game.
Yeah, it was an up-breaking ball, outer half. He goes and does the interview with Kirsten and says, I was just looking for a good pitch. Well, you found one that was on the outer half that started in the right-hand batter's box and it left it up a little bit, and you had just enough power to get it out of here.
Yeah, keep the Dodgers perfect. 8-0, the first defending champ ever to begin a season like this.
What an incredible night here at Dodger Stadium. The fans, I know, they're certainly excited. They got a Shohei bobblehead, and they also got to see a Shohei walk-off home run. Let's get to the highlights. Stats brought to you by Arco. The Dodgers are 8-0 this season. Yes, that is now officially the best start ever by a defending World Series champions. The previous mark by the 1933 New York Yankees. They had guys named Ruth and Gehrig on that team, and the Dodgers do it in such thrilling fashion, dramatic fashion. It is Hollywood, after all. A Shohei Ohtani walk-off blast. Let's head inside and hear from the skipper, Dave Roberts, with the media.
Well, like I said, I'm going to say my same answer every night. I feel like we're going to win. And, it looked bleak early with Blake. He wasn't sharp, just missing the walks in there. But, our guys persevered, and I think each night we're unbeatable, and we'll see how that works out.
And you talked before the game about the team having a chip on its shoulder. Is this kind of an example of that attitude?
It is. It's a kind of a sign of we don't take anything for granted. I just didn't think he was sharp. I don't think he really had anything working, to be quite honest. They were seeing the changeup. The slider wasn't there. The curveball was there at times. The fastball, fortunately for us, I think in that third and fourth inning, they got hyper aggressive and allowed him to kind of reset his pitch count somewhat. I just felt 4 innings was plenty for him, but I think that they did us a service by kind of, being extra aggressive when they had him, on the ropes.
Did Max switch bats on his own accord, or kind of?
I think that was on his own accord. Next thing I know, I see this gray bat in his fourth at bat. So, had to bend the bat the first 3. I didn't recognize that club in the first couple innings, and then just dumbfounded how night he walked it off with a grand slam, and then another home run walk off on his bobblehead night. So you just feel that he's going to do something special, and I just like the way he's not pressing. He's in the strike zone, and when he does that, there's no one better. Thanks, guys.
In 6 seasons with the Angels, Shohei Ohtani had 1 walk-off hit. In 1 season plus a week with the Dodgers, he's had 3, and the last 2 left the yard. Plenty more reaction from Dodger Stadium coming up.
Bobblehead night. Yeah. Look, a lot of kids, a lot of grown men and some women going to have those bobbleheads telling the same stories too, right?
Well, apparently, Peeve, and again, I don't know how many bobblehead nights he's going to have. It's one of many, I'm sure, for Ohtani this year. But at one point, 4-hour wait to get a bobblehead. Bob Nightingale, the line was a third of a mile long.
That tells you. Look, for him to deliver on that night, it just truly makes the story. I mean, think about how many people are going to relive that story and tell it with that bobblehead on the shelf. Baseball's great.
8-0. And by the way, the other side of things, the Braves are winless right now, Albert. This is stunning.
That is shocking to me. They have a great team, and to see the Braves, they're 0-8, 0-7 right now, and man, that's hard. But hey, it's just the start of the season, so they're going to be fine as well.
Look, they're playing some really good teams, and they're facing some really good pitching. They're going to get going. They're too good of managerial staff. They're going to be fine.
衝撃の大谷翔平、劇的なサヨナラ弾で球場が揺れた。あまりにも神々しい一撃に全米震撼。その瞬間、スタジアムにたかったファンたちが一斉に立ち上がり、歓喜の声で球場全体が揺れ動いた。ロサンゼルス、ドジャースのスーパースター、大谷翔平がまたしても奇跡を起こした。今季2度目となる劇的なサヨナラホームランである。 試合はまさにドラマそのものだった。9回裏、スコアは4対5とドジャースが1点を追う展開。2アウトランナー2塁という絶対絶命の状況において、大谷翔平が打席に向かった。対する投手はリーグを代表するクローザー。その鋭い変化球と強し速球の前に、球場全体が張り詰めた緊張感に包まれる。もはや息をすることすら忘れるほど、観客、解説者、チームメイトすべての目が、この世界最高の打者に注がれていた。1球目、外角へのスライダーを見送りボール。2球目、内角高めの速球を豪快に振り抜きファウル。スタジアムは徐々に沸点に達し、大谷の集中力が極限まで研ぎ澄まされていることを誰もが肌で感じた。そして迎えた運命の3球目だった。時速158キロのストレートがやや真ん中寄りに入ったその刹那、大谷がバットを鋭く振り抜く。まるで雷鳴のような快音とともに打球は高く舞い上がり、夜空に輝く星のようにゆっくりとスタンドへ吸い込まれていった。スタジアムは爆発した。実況アナウンサーの叫び声は限界を超え、まるで神が降臨したかのように球場が熱狂に包まれる。ドジャースベンチの選手たちはベンチを飛び出し、大谷を取り囲んだ。あまりの興奮と歓喜に満ち溢れたチームメイトたちの表情は、もはや言葉では表現しきれないほどであった。監督デーブ・ロバーツも、翔平は野球史上最も偉大な選手だ、と興奮を隠せない。それもそのはずだ。今季2度目のサヨナラホームラン。それもチームが最も苦しい場面での一発という離れ技。さらに、投打の二刀流で野球界に革命を起こし続ける大家の、またもや人知を超えた活躍である。全米中継の解説席にはケン・グリフィー・ジュニア氏がいたが、大谷翔平という選手は、もう野球の常識を超えてしまった。私が現役の頃にも見たことのない存在だ。と、その衝撃を言葉にした。試合後のインタビューで大谷は冷静な口調ながらも、勝つことが一番重要ですから、最後まで諦めませんでした。と語り、その謙虚で誠実な人柄に多くのファンが心打たれた。世界最高峰のメジャーリーグでここまでのインパクトを与えられる選手が他にいただろうか。米国メディアや各国の記者たちは、この一撃を、神の一振り、球史に残る伝説、と絶賛。大谷翔平の名前は再び世界中を駆け巡った。もはや、伝説、では足りない、神話、とさえ呼ぶべきだろう。日本が誇る至宝、大谷翔平は、再び野球界の歴史にその名を深く刻んだ。次はどんな奇跡を起こすのか、全世界が息を飲んで見守っている。